I'm Edgar Villanueva, and today I am the face of America. My name is Edgar Villanueva. I'm a Native American philanthropist. I'm an advocate for social justice philanthropy. In a variety of ways, I seek to engage, educate, motivate funders and those who are moving resources into communities to do that through a racial equity lens. I'm an enrolled member of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina, which is located in southeastern North Carolina, mostly in a county called Robeson County. We're also known as the people of the dark water because of the swamplands and the Lumber River that flows through that part of the county. We are 60,000 members strong, making us the largest tribe east of the Mississippi River. I think helping others was just something that was instilled in me from my family, probably from my indigenous values. I also had a lot of influence early on from a faith community. But also I've learned later in life from my elders that moving money or helping to invest resources in community is actually my medicine. It's something that makes me feel complete and whole and restores balance in my own life. Decolonizing Wealth is a provocative analysis of the philanthropic and charitable sector, looking at what I call the colonial dynamics that are really prohibiting our sector and holding us back from investing in a way that is truly equitable. The accumulation of wealth in this country has resulted in a lot of trauma. Colonization has resulted in trauma that still shows up in our communities. I believe that wealth actually can be a tool to help facilitate the healing from that trauma if we use money as medicine. Native Americans in this country have been, for the most part, invisible. I think that part of that is due to this country's inclination to want to forget about or erase its history of genocide and colonization. It's really our nature to want to sweep that under the rug and not address that. And I think in doing so, we are actually holding ourselves back from not having that process of truth and reconciliation. In this country, I think, just a couple years ago with Standing Rock was one of the first times that Native resilience and power was on the global stage, where folks in this country saw what Native Americans had to offer and also saw the power, the spirituality, the culture really coming through in a very mainstream way. Since then, I think that we are becoming a lot more visible. We're having major success in movements and resistance in protecting our lands, our culture, our languages. We're seeing right now in this election season, more Native American women are running for office than ever before in our history. So it's actually a great time to be Indigenous in the United States. I think that all of us from marginalized communities have to understand the power of our voice. And not just our single voice, but our collective voice. Standing Rock, I think, showed that for us, that when we come together across tribes, across boundaries, that we really can accomplish a lot and that we have a very strong, powerful contingent. So I think that we have to first understand that and then organize and come together and then find ways to run for office, starting locally. We're seeing now that, I think the world is looking toward Native Americans for our wisdom and our leadership and to really understand how we can sustain this economy and this land in order to really get out of the mess that we're in right now. I think culture was transmitted to me in a way that was very organic. It wasn't until I was older that I began to look back and reflect on my life and have conversations with my family that I began to realize that there were certain values instilled in me that were because we were Native American. I didn't know growing up if they were just, values that everyone shared or if it was because we were from the South or because my family was religious. I had to actually make the time to self-reflect and go on a personal journey to explore that and to really grow to appreciate and value that wisdom that was passed down to me. I think that I have a role to play, definitely in the progressive movement, to advocate for my community. I don't think I'll run for public office, but I really enjoy supporting others who are currently engaged in doing so. I'm involved in a number of networks that are working to build political power, to get our community registered to vote, and to make sure our voice is being counted. And I look forward to continue to support those efforts.